YouTube, it's me Selena, and I'm going to be doing a quick review for you on the new Tarte foundation. It's called the Amazonian Clay foundation, and it claims to wear 12 hours. And I have it in the lightest color, I know that. And I got a sample of it, but they gave me a really generous sample. Like you could see, I didn't even make it that much through this. And in this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about this foundation and apply some to my face also so you can see it on. But first things first, I want to talk about my skin type just so you can know that before you hear my opinion, because it makes a big difference with foundations. And I would say combination to dry skin. Like it's a little hard to describe, but I'm just gonna go ahead. I've had dry skin pretty much all my life, but the last half a year, I would say, my skin has been changing to be slightly more oily, but I could just say my skin is sensitive, because if I treat my skin like it's oily, it will flake really, really easily. So even though it does get oily, I would still consider myself to be a dry skin type, because I can't use drying products. I can't use like too much acne drying stuff because my skin will just flake. Like if I was to get the Revlon Color Stay foundation, I would go for the normal to dry, not the oily. But my skin does get a little oily. Anyway, so that being said, this foundation is, I think, about $40 at Sephora, and it's new. And it is a very thick foundation. You can see, like, I will hold this upside down and it's not moving at all. So it's very thick. Actually, it seems like it would be very thick, but when you actually touch it, it's kind of whipped feeling. Like it's kind of light feeling. It's not like gloopy and thick. It doesn't really feel like, I don't know, a BB cream. Okay, so I have a little bit there, and I'm going to apply some to my chin. This foundation claims to be full coverage, and it definitely is. It also dries very quickly. So I like to use my fingers with this. You can see I do have some breakouts. Okay, so number one thing about this foundation is it's very full coverage. I don't know if you could tell earlier in the video, but I do have a lot of redness. I have a lot of rosiness on my cheeks, and definitely no complaints there with the coverage. But like I said earlier, you can see I do have some like I have oils to my skin, but at the same time, this foundation clings to dry patches. Now I'm going to try to show you guys. Like, I'm hoping you can see in like my forehead, unruly eyebrows. I'm hoping you can see that it does cling to dry patches, and this foundation, being that it's long wearing, I can understand why it clings to dry patches, but it's not supposed to be matte. Like, it is long wearing, but I wouldn't say that it controls oils that well. Because when I wear this, even though it accentuates my dryness a little bit, like it kind of clings to my dry patches and looks a little like, you know, like I would say it would be aging. You know, like it kind of would sink into wrinkles terribly if you had wrinkles. It is like not that controlling for my oils. Like I would still feel kind of oily and dry at the same time. Like it definitely does not do a good job of balancing that out. And granted, I do have kind of weird skin this time of year. It's that weird in between dry and oily, but this foundation just looks like foundation on my skin. And that's the last thing you want. I think it's better to have redness showing and have your skin look more natural than it is to have a foundation that just looks like you have makeup sitting on your face, and that's exactly the way I would put it, is it kind of looks like the makeup is sitting on your face. And if you're not watching in HD, do that so you could see better. But I would think that if you have completely oily skin and no dry patches at all, you might like this because it has great coverage, and I would think it would last a good long time. Just for me, it didn't work on my skin well at all. It feels matte and it clings, and it's not good for my skin type. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You know what? I'm gonna put some on my hand for you guys to see. Pretty much I can't wear this foundation just because the like drying of it. It dries fast, like it doesn't take much. That's a good thing about it, it doesn't take much work to blend in. But I feel like even on my hand it looks kind of dry. Do you see that? Like, and on my finger? I don't know. If anyone has dry patches, this is just not the foundation for you. So yeah, that's my review of the Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-Hour Foundation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.